How you freaking doing, brother? Cheers. Cigar. Nothing crazy. Just a soft black and mild. Coffee. With the boo mug. We're after Halloween. Halloween is done. We're already getting into Christmas. I decided, you know what? Let me hop on this camera today and start my day with you guys. You know, dude, there's a temple right here that I'm looking at. I can maybe show it to you. I'm literally looking at a temple right now. Look at this. I mean, it's kind of heading. I'm on the rooftop, but if you can see, there's a temple right over there. See the top of it. Anyways, big vibes today. Like I said, man, just kind of starting the day here, starting it off slow, starting it off strong. Nothing better than some caffeine and nicotine. As controversial as it may be. This is not even a typical routine for me, but I said, fuck it, today I'm feeling like it, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to do what you're feeling like, you know? And one thing I love about coffee, my mom actually told me about this. Shout out to my mom. I don't even know if she's watching this. If she is watching this, Mom, if you're watching this, I'm not inhaling the cigar. I know it's not healthy. But I'm a grown man. A grown man and smoke cigars. Occasionally, right? Anyways, I don't condone it. I don't recommend it or anything like that. But you know what, dude? It is what it is. Now, going back to the point, though. My mom told me about a coffee concept that I never heard of, and I love it. And so what she said is that, you know, coffee is so cool, essentially. Coffee is so amazing because it stimulates all 5 of your senses, right? You can see it when it's being brewed, right? You can see it being poured, right? You can see it, right? You can see the coffee liquid. You can see the grounds and the beans, right? You can hear it, right? So when it's being brewed, you can hear the bubbling, you know, the frothing, the brewing. You can hear it. And obviously when that's happening, you can smell it. Like today, it just smells so good. There's nothing like that coffee smell in the morning, you know, like a fresh new cup of coffee. Dude, forget about it. And then obviously you can taste it. I mean, it tastes amazing. This here is a nice light roast. You know, light roast has the most caffeine for the day. You know, dude, they say, oh, you can only have 400 milligrams of caffeine. Doctor recommends no more than 400 milligrams of caffeine. Okay, cool. Average cup of coffee's only got like 80, maybe 120, if that. You know, a Red Bull, maybe 180 to 120. Average energy drink's gonna have like 200 milligrams or more, maybe 3. But you know, if you have a couple of those, you'll be good throughout the day. And then obviously the last one is your ability to touch the coffee. You can feel it, right? So those are your 5 senses. So when you're holding the mug, you can feel it. You can feel the warmth. So those are the 5 stimulating sensations stemming from coffee, which makes sense. I mean, I can see why that is an attractive aspect about it. But anyways, how the hell you doing, brother? I've been posting a lot on TikTok. I don't know why I haven't been on TikTok longer, because ever since I've been on TikTok, my videos have been going fucking viral. I mean, not like viral, but we're catching up, man. You know, we're catching up. We're catching up. The numbers are going up pretty quickly. Shout out to all my followers on TikTok. Being active on Instagram. You know, this social media is so crazy, brother. Like, it's inevitable, dude. With AI, with technology, I mean, it's here. We're here. We're here. The question is, that's a generator and that's a beautiful bird flying there. The question is, though, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about all the technology? Because it's not going anywhere. You know, a lot of people are afraid of it. Oh, AI, oh, it's going to ruin the world. It's going to take the jobs. Dude, maybe it does. Maybe it will. Probably will in some way. But brother, if you can understand and understand that there are ways for you to use the AI to your advantage, use the AI as a tool, as a resource, as a partner, you know what I mean? As an employee, right? As an aid, as a guide, as a friend, as a compadre, compañero, you know what I'm saying? If you can find a way to use the technology and the AI, right? Find a way to implement it into your life. Find a way to benefit from it, dude. Then what's the problem? There's no problem there. The problem is a lot of people just don't know what to do with it. I've got a company, Scale Society. You can check us out on Instagram. I help companies build websites, apps, do social media, marketing, and automation because a lot of people just don't know what they're doing. The last thing I want for you, brother, is to get left behind or just get stuck behind, not knowing what the hell is going on, trying to get some dead-end job, and then really just be stuck, broke, deadbeat, and just never had any opportunity to get ahead when it was all really, I mean, it was really all, the opportunity was given to you. It was right there in front of you. But I should say, but you just never took the opportunity to get ahead. So I just would rather see you at least try to learn, try to figure it out, do things, figure shit out, dude, because I'm telling you, time is going quickly. Like, things are happening and evolving quickly, and before you know it, bro, you're going to be wishing you started and got started quicker and sooner. And so, yeah, you know, I've just been in a process of discovery, you know, where I'm at, where I'm going, what's going on with the world, what's going on with the business, what's like the best play, what's the best thing. And obviously the best thing we can all do here is just focus on our mindset, you know, not think too much. You know, we got to retardmaxx it. Shout out to Elijah Long. You got to retardmaxx your way through it, bro. Like, you can't even be thinking too much. I stopped overthinking. I stopped overanalyzing. I stopped trying to be super critical and figuring everything out, bro. I don't even, it's whatever. It is what it is. God, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You know, give us this day our daily bread, brother. As long as you get the opportunity to eat today, as long as you get the chance to breathe, see the sun, feel the sun, see the sky, bro, you're fine. We're fine. All of tomorrow's problems will handle themselves. Let's just focus on today. And so I've stopped worrying. I've stopped holding on to anxiety and anxious thoughts and trying to figure everything out. I've let go of the concept of me having to know it all. Dude, it's possible. We can't know it all, brother. Comment below, you know, how do we feel about this coffee segment on the roof? How do we feel about the cigar segment? Do we like the coffee and the cigar? I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of liking this. I even got the car. You know what I'm saying? Coffee. Ooh, coffee, cigar, in a car. That was not even see, that was divine. I didn't even plan it like that, but it sounds good. Coffee, car, and cigar. Cigar, how do I say that? It's gonna, coffee, car, and cigar. Coffee, car, and cigar. Cigar, coffee, and car. Cigar, coffee, and car. Or cigar. Ooh, just, you know what I'm saying? Drop below whatever sounds best to you. Anyways, family, I'm not, okay, I'm not even smoking the whole thing. Just something light, you know what I'm saying? Something aromatic. Something just to get the testosterone going. Something to get the energy going. Something to get the blood flowing. Nothing wrong with this. Don't be mad at me. Don't judge me. Mom, most importantly, anybody else, I don't really give a fuck. But anyways, man, live your life, man. Do your best to do your best. You know what I'm saying? And dude, like, I mean, we're only 8 minutes into the video. I feel like I can keep going. I feel like I can keep going, bro. I feel like I can keep going. There's still more coffee in the cup. I might as well keep going. Dude, I remember, like, literally a year ago. Yeah, because my birthday is coming up. All right, shout out to all my Scorpios and all my Sagittariuses. My birthday is coming up, so I remember, you know, today's November 8th, I believe. And I remember a year ago, this time, I was working a 9-to-5 job. And I fucking hated it. Dude. I mean, like, there was cool stuff about it. Like, there were cool people, you know, there was free food. The money was decent. It was a nice office. You know, they played some cool music. The job was all right, but I fucking hated just having to wake up every fucking day, do the same fucking thing, just out of my own will. Like, I didn't want to wake up at the same time every day and go to the same place every fucking day. Get super dressed up into this goofy ass fucking costume with these bright ass fluorescent lights, just having to fucking talk about bullshit first thing in the morning, just right into the day like that. Like, it's just garbage, toxic. Honestly, you got all these people just around you, just fucking up your aura, fucking up your vibe, just disturbing your peace. You know what I'm saying? And so I was just doing it because I was like, fuck it, bro. At that time, I wanted to do it. You understand me? At that time, it was intriguing to me. That whole job idea, what it was, where it was. It was a company that I was doing taxes. I was doing tax assessments. I was a settlement officer. Okay, that's essentially what the title was, a tax settlement officer. So people in America who are consumers, just everyday people or business owners who were behind on their taxes, like their back taxes, whether they owed to the IRS. So anybody who just didn't pay their taxes or they just were late on paying their taxes, I'm getting them on the phone to essentially help them settle that shit with the IRS so they don't end up owing a whole bunch of fucking money and get a bunch of fees and penalties and stuff. So I was going through that, dude, and it was just so eye-opening to see the realities of some people's situations. Like, people who would look good on paper, but low-key, honestly, they're actually falling apart. You know, business owners who have all this revenue and all these assets, but they're fucking drowning, and they owe the IRS 5-10 times what they even own. Or, you know, and so you see these people in these horrible situations, panicking, stressing, crying, like losing their mind because they can't figure out how to make this money, how to pay the IRS and all this shit. And so that shit took a toll on me, bro. Like, I remember people would be like literally just on the phone, pouring out all of their energy and emotions into me. And by the end of the day, dude, I would be fucking drained. Literally, like by fucking, like, dude, the day would start at like 8 a.m. I think even 7 a.m., dude. 7 a.m. I think that shit would be which is trash. Longest day ever, dude. 30-minute lunch, dude. So garbage, dude. By the time, bro, let me just break this shit down. I'm not complaining, but I'm explaining to you why I'm so grateful right now. Because, dude, I would wake up, go to this job, crush the numbers, whatever, fucking have a 30-minute lunch, which is crazy. Because by the time you get up for your desk, go clock out, go down the hallway, down the elevator, down the hallway again, down to your car, dude, that's already 15 minutes. Now you got 15 minutes to go, like, fucking, what? Maybe you gotta use the bathroom, you gotta go get some food real quick. Like, bro, you're a fucking coach. Feels like you're just trapped, having to run around, hustle, eat your fucking lunch, bring it back to the desk. Now you're on the phone back at the desk because you didn't get to eat. Now your favorite place about your favorite thing about the day is the bathroom, because that's the only place you can, like, literally just turn everything off for a second. It's crazy. You know, your car is your sanctuary. And so that's why I hated it, bro, because I had no me time, really. Like, it was just like, I'd wake up, yeah, I'd go to the gym and have a little bit of personal time in the morning, but, like, what the fuck? You know, and then you spend your whole day doing all this bullshit, which is fine. Like, there was cool moments. Don't get it twisted. I'm grateful for the opportunity because where it got me to. But, bro, I always remember just being like, dude, this is not what I really want. Like, ideally, like, I was only doing it for the money. And I think that's what I'm going to get to this in a minute. Really. And the experience, really, which I'm grateful that I did. But looking back in hindsight, today I would not be going to try to apply for that job for some money, bro. Like, that's not anything I would do. But it was a different situation, and I needed the money at the time. So if you're somebody who needs the money, sometimes you got to do the shit you don't want to do, the things you don't hate, and things you do hate to do, the things you hate to do. And I'm grateful now that I've been able to better myself a year later, and I'm in the position that I'm in. And so somebody like you could do the same thing. Right? So, yeah, that's what it was, man. I would go to the job, go to that shitty-ass fucking... I mean, it was a blessing, honestly. It was honestly a blessing. One of the best jobs I ever had. If I'm going to be honest, bro, probably the best job you could possibly get. Top city, Irvine, like, nice office, beautiful job. Like, honestly, corporate, like, I made it. You understand me? I've been through a lot of jobs and things of this nature. I've had a really privileged adulthood, I would say, honestly. Like, despite a few financial, hiccups with the, with COVID and all that shit, bro. Like, besides that, bro, I've been crushing it. I've been doing sales since I was in my early 20s. Made my first 6 figures when I was in my 20s. Sold real estate, started businesses, did e-commerce, made a lot of money online, made my own personal brand, worked with some pretty cool businesses out here in California like Google. And so I've just been doing a lot of cool high-level shit. And so I'm just grateful that I have had all those experiences, and to have the ability to have reincarnated multiple times. And so, yeah, I just remember I hated it, bro, because I would wake up, go to the job, have my lunch, and then by the time I get home, I'd just be so drained from hearing all these fucking problems that all these people had that But I still went hard. I would still go hard. Even though I was drained, I was still like work on my brand, work on my business, work on my content. If I didn't go to the gym in the morning, I'm going to the gym in the evening. Like I was still posting on content, like because I knew like if I didn't do this, if I didn't build my brand, if I didn't work on myself, then this would be my life for at least for a while. You know, because it was also like a moment where things started to click. We were like, okay, this is fine. This is where I'm at now. This is my employer. And that's kind of when I started investing heavily. Like I started taking money out of my check. Like I remember this is when I realized, okay, boom, this is literally just going to be a stepping stone for me. I'm going to take this is a year ago. I'm going to take like 20, 30, 40% of my paycheck, every check I get. And I'm just going to start funding my brokerage account. I'm going to start funding my IRA. And that's what I started doing. So every time I got paid, I would just right off the bat start paying myself. This was a habit that I had never really gotten to the habit of before. This is something I never really started doing until then. Before I would just get paid and pay bills and whatever the fuck, and I didn't have my financial. I feel like that shit really like was a time when I was like, dude, I need to make this, because I had gotten a lot of money, but I just didn't have the right literacy. I didn't have the right stewardship. So at that time, shit started to click for me. I'm like, okay, I'm making decent money, but I need to figure out how to like make sure that I don't have to keep doing this, like, right? So I took some of this money. Eventually, I learned how to start investing my money, right? And that should change everything for me. Yeah, I would say I think I was 30 or 31, right? And so that's when I started investing. Like my 20s, I just went crazy, had a lot of fun, learned a lot, made a lot, did a lot. It's cool. Once I hit 30, I started kind of redefining my mentality behind money, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to start building wealth now. And so that's what happened, man. I started taking a percentage of my paycheck, saving it into my brokerage, high yield savings account, started learning how to buy shares of companies, started learning about options trading and day trading, and the rest is history. Started building my brand, investing in myself more. You know, that freed up a lot of peace of mind. That freed up a lot of stress, bro. Like, because like when you just grind, hustle, not really knowing when your next dollar's coming, you know, not having your money work for you, you're constantly grinding, you're constantly hustling, like you're constantly on that wheel. So it wasn't until I realized, damn, I can make my money work for me, that everything started to click and started to change. And so that's where I'm at now. I'm at a point now where I get to do shit like this on a daily. Today is, I don't even know what fucking day it is, bro. Oh, it's Saturday. It's actually Saturday. So shout out to all my weekend warriors. I used to live for the weekends, bro. I used to love Saturdays, bro. Like I used to fucking, and here's the crazy thing. I remember that job, bro. I remember they'd be like, that job was so crazy. And I'll tell you about more jobs in other videos. But dude, that job was so crazy that they would ask if you wanted to come in on Saturday sometimes. So you'd work all your fucking hours throughout the week. And then they'd be like, oh, and they'd actually like force you to do it. It was actually like mandatory. Like you'd had to do 2 Saturdays a month. So you'd have to pick 2 Saturdays out of a month to go back, to come into work and just do the same shit. What the fuck? So I remember shit, dude, a year ago, this Saturday, I might have been at the office right now. Yeah, dude, I could literally just remember that shit. Oh my God, thank you. Fucking waking up, just going into this goofy ass office. And dude, sometimes you'd go to the office and your calendar would have no calls on it. You'd have no scheduled. Or the appointments that you had would like not even answer. And so you essentially showed up for nothing. That was crazy. Okay, yeah, you got your little minimum wage or whatever. Bro, like, I'm just grateful, man, to be in a better situation now, to be in a more organic, authentic, and intentional situation. Although that was all intentional. I intended on being there, and I'm grateful for everything. Again, I'm not saying anything about it negative. But I'm just saying, bro, like, freedom is the goal. Being who you are is the goal. Doing what you love is the goal. Tapping into who God wants you to be is the goal. You know, not prioritizing money always, but prioritizing peace and your connection with God is the goal, bro. Like, fuck everything else, honestly. A lot of times we chase the money, we lose sight of ourselves. A lot of times we chase the money, we lose sight of what's important. A lot of times we chase this money, we lose just sight of, like, what's in front of us. And so I've just been so grateful to be able to kind of slow down, live life on my own terms, live life on my own pace, so that way I can really see what's important for me, not really be told what's important, you know. And so that changed everything for me, bro. Because when you're stuck in those situations, you're constantly being bombarded and told and imposed on and basically programmed and bossed around, and your focus and your priorities change. Like what you consider to be important changes, bro. Like I was going to this job, bro, doing shit, prioritizing shit that didn't fucking matter to me. You feel me? At the end of the day, like, bro, that shit does not matter to me. Like whatever, like no disrespect, bro, no offense, but like that's the thing. Like you gotta be doing something that's really gonna matter to you. Yeah, you could be solving a problem on the back end. Yes, you could be fulfilling a need on the back end and helping somebody. But if that shit doesn't matter to you, like if you don't feel a connection to what you're doing, bro, like you're gonna either have to harvest it, you're gonna have to manufacture that shit and just do it, or just kind of just be fucking psychopathic about it and cold and still do it just to get the outcome and get the result, or just don't do that shit. And I've been through I've been through it all. You know, I've been to the point where I've been able to be passionate about things, create passion. I've been able to do things just for the sake of doing it. And I've also just been able to be like, bro, I don't even want to fucking do this, even though I do this shit the best. Anyways, hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure you comment below. Let me know what you liked. We're 20 minutes deep. I'm about to go shoot some content. I mean, I feel like I can keep talking on this, but I'm gonna let it drop. I got a lot to do. I don't really know what the topic of this video was. I don't really know what the point of this video was. I just kind of wanted to get out here, test out some new angles, test out the coffee, cigar, in the car vibe. Let me know if you like that shit. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Get the book on Amazon. Follow me on Instagram. Get one of my programs. Join the coaching program. Just fuck with me, man. Get involved with me, man. If you need help, if this is informative to you, if you got any value from this, free value, just invest with me, you know? And I'll help you. I'll help you get to the next level in your business, your life, your relationships, whatever the case may be. And as always, man, stay happy, healthy, wealthy, blessed, and focus on success. And when you see me drop another video, you already know what to do. Tap in, all right? Peace.